Oh, Father dear, I oft times hear you speak of Erin's Isle. Her lofty scenes, her valleys green, her mountains rude and wild. They say it is a lovely land wherein a prince might dwell. Oh, why did you abandon it? The reason to me tell. Oh, son, I loved my native land with energy and pride, till a blight came over all my crops, my sheep and cattle died. My rent and taxes were to pay, I could not them redeem, and that's the cruel reason why I left old Skibbereen. 'Tis well do I remember that bleak December day. The landlord and the sheriff came to drive us all away. They set the roof on fire with their cursed English spleen, and that's another reason why I left old Skibbereen.
The Rectory, Louisburgh, County Mayo, the 25th of August, 1848. Dear Sir, the small girl must have spent days on that bed of straw. She appeared to be no older than 2 years of age, but it was difficult to tell when she was no more than a skeleton. Annie and John Gavin were also in the wretched cabin. Annie lay on the bed and John on some straw by the fireside, although the fire was long extinguished. I had O'Malley into the cabin since he has recovered from the fever and is thus safe from the germ. He confirmed, as I suspected, that the adults were dead. O'Malley removed the wretched urchin, and she was a sadness to behold. With her sunken cheeks and bare ribs, which I could count from several paces. I later learned that the child had been in the care of her now deceased aunt and her husband, Annie and John Gavin. I further discovered that the child's name was Honor O'Grady, and that she had arrived from the distant island of Inishbow, following the death of her mother during the birth of the said child. I placed little honour in the care of my wife, Mrs. Jane Burke. She assists at the new Protestant colony for the redeemed peasants. The child will now reside with one of the families in the colony and attending new school, should she recover. Yours sincerely, Reverend Dr. James Burke.
Your mother too, God rest her soul, lay on the snowy ground. She fainted in her anguish, seeing the desolation round. She never rose, but passed away from life to mortal dream, and found a quiet resting place in the abbey near Skibbereen. And you were only 2 years old, and feeble was your frame. I could not leave you with my friends, you bore your father's name. I wrapped you in my coat the more, dead of night unseen. I heaved a sigh, and I bade goodbye to dear old Skibbereen.